Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to Truth That Set Free. So you want to get married, right? And you are thinking about what you must do or what you need to know in order for you to find the right partner. Well, you see, securing a better home for your marriage is not by accident. It comes with careful planning. That is why today we are going to talk about the preparations that you need to make if you want to secure a better home for yourself and for your family in the near future. Do not go anywhere because I will be right back with important tips that will help you to secure a better home. Welcome back, my dear friends. This is your servant, Pastor Isaac Apple, and the program is The Truth That Set Free. If this is your first time in watching this program, listen, we are here on Hope TV Ghana every Sunday at 7 o'clock in the morning. If you're also watching on YouTube or on Facebook, be sure to click on the subscribe button on YouTube right away and to press the bell icon. In that way, anytime that we post a content, a truth that set free, you will be the first to be notified. Also remember that we share daily devotional messages right here on YouTube, so be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of these important messages. You can also send us a WhatsApp with your name and your location so that we send you the devotional messages on WhatsApp and you would be blessed by God. The WhatsApp number is on the screen right now. Make sure you contact us, send us your name and your location, and you'll be added to our daily broadcast list. All right, so today we are going to continue with our discussion on how to secure a happy marriage. What do we need to do? In the previous episode of this particular message, we looked at what love is all about. Because for you to even get into marriage, there must be love involved in the first place. So we define love and we find out that there is a true love and there is a false love. And God also helps us to identify what false love is. We also, through that message, got to know, the reasons why you must not marry, or certain things that you need to know, or questions you need to answer before you say, I do. And also, we also got to know the fact about good marriage and bad marriage. We realized from that episode that a good marriage does not come by accident. This is very, very important. Every good marriage begins with planning. The reason why a lot of people end up murdering their spouses always, most of the time, had to do with issues that were not properly looked at right from the beginning. We addressed that in the previous message. If you missed that and you are watching this message on Hope TV, please be sure to visit our YouTube page right now. Just go to YouTube/C/Voice of Hope Media, as you can see on the screen right now, and look for the message Securing a Better Marriage or Securing a Happy Marriage, and you will be blessed with all those information. All right, so today we are going to continue by looking at preparations that you need to make if you want to secure a happy marriage. This is extremely important because we are going to look at the most important things that every young man, every young woman who intends to marry or who is preparing to marry needs to make. This is extremely important. Even if you are married already, you need to know these things because it can help you to adjust certain things in your marriage to have a better home right now. So please take your paper, get a pen, and make sure you jot down important information that would give you that happy marriage that you're looking for. All right, so the first one we want to look at, or the first preparation that every person needs to make if you want to secure a better marriage, is emotional preparation. This is extremely important because your emotional maturity will determine how you'll be able to cope with problems that come your way when you become a married person. So before you say I do, you need to always check the person's emotional maturity. Yourself, you need to know whether you are emotionally prepared or not. How do I know whether I'm emotionally prepared, or how do I know that a person is emotionally matured? Now, let me share a few things with you. Number one, if somebody is emotionally matured, he or she is realistic and accepts situations as they are. This is very, very true. when the person accepts situations as they are, and the person is realistic and they are not living this fairy tale life or this soap opera life, then they understand the realities of events and accept things as they are. That is how a matured person behaves. Number two, he or she makes personal decisions and is resolute. When somebody is always, talking to her parent or his parent or seeking advice from the mom here and there and that here and there, such a person is not emotionally matured. They must be independent emotionally and be able to take personal decisions, decisions about their health, decisions about their finances, about their job, about where they stay and everything. This is how a matured person behaves. And so if you are dating somebody and almost every discussion that you have, they end up discussing it with their parent or their friends or their uncles or nieces or whatever, before they come back to you, you need to understand that you are dealing with somebody who is not emotionally matured. Again, he or she cooperates well with others and is able to accept frustrations and disappointment. You need to understand that marriage life is full of frustrations. It's full of issues. You need to be emotionally stable in order for you to be able to get involved. So when somebody is emotionally matured, that person is able to cooperate with other people. Yes, other people would offend them, but they know how to deal with them. A lot of marriages break down because both couples are not emotionally matured. When issues happen, they are not able to separate their emotions from the marriage. So they end up saying things or doing things that will destroy the marriage. You need to be able to cooperate with others, and that shows your maturity. And the final one is that if somebody is emotionally matured, he or she is willing to be a husband or a wife or a mother or a father and is prepared to shoulder all the responsibilities that comes with it. You see, a lot of people today, as I said in the previous message, prepare for wedding, but they do not prepare for the marriage. They fancy all these beautiful things that come with all this beautiful grand wedding ceremony and all the things that come with it, the photo shoot, friends coming over, everybody is happy. These are the things that they fancy. But they are not ready to really, shoulder the responsibilities as a husband, as a wife, waking up to take care of the other person, providing money, making sure there is a roof on your head, making sure there is food on the table every day. These are responsibilities that comes with marriage. Those days when you were alone, you need to understand that the moment you bring somebody into your life, it is going to change. You are no more going to sleep on the bed alone. You are going to be there with somebody. They comes with certain responsibilities. Every matured person knows this and is ready to shoulder them, is ready to embrace them and to live smoothly with such responsibilities without going through any issues. A lot of people, after marriage, kind of think that they made mistakes. And mostly because they did not understand the responsibilities that comes with it. They were just, concerned with the outward appearance. Somebody told me that she just can't wait to get married. And I said, why? He said, I love it how when I see married women with wedding rings on their fingers. And I love that. That is the reason why she cannot wait to get married. But listen, having a wedding ring on your finger is not a responsibility. Everybody can put a ring on their finger. Look at these rappers. They have some of the most heaviest rings, yet they don't have those responsibilities as married men or women. You need to understand that beyond the rings, beyond those things that come with a wedding ceremony, there are huge responsibilities for every man or woman who is married. And you need to be emotionally prepared to be able to handle it. So this is the first stage, or this is the first preparation that you need to make, emotional preparation. The second preparation is financial preparation. Now this is not only to guys or to ladies. It goes to anybody who wants to get married. A financial preparation. I want to address something here before I even get there. A lot of young ladies today think that it is the sole responsibility of the man to provide everything. The man has the responsibility of providing. The woman also has the responsibility of providing. The two together create a better home for yourselves. It should not be one person who should be financially prepared. Both should be financially prepared. So young man, here is the clue. If you are dating a young woman who expects you to buy her credit, expects you to buy her, everything, even when you are not married, be careful, because you end up with somebody who will not support you financially. A young woman who wants to marry, be sure you are financially independent. Be sure you are not getting married because you want somebody to help you pay your school fees. Be sure you are not getting married because you want somebody to put a roof on your head. Be financially independent. Whether you are a graduate or you sell ice water, make sure that you are financially able to take care of yourself before that person comes to your life. This will help you together. The little from here, the little from there would help you to have a better home for yourself. It should not be one-sided. So financial preparation is not only for men, it is for the two of you. You plan everything together. Marriage involves a lot of financial responsibilities. So you should be able to meet your financial needs. Especially if you're a man, you should be able to get ready to meet certain financial needs for your wife and for your children. If you're a woman, you should be able to meet certain financial needs for your husband and for your children. It should be something that you should be prepared for. Otherwise, you get married and financial frustrations would cause problems among you. A lot of men complain because they are alone in providing everything financially. Some women also complain because they are alone in providing everything financially. You need to be there for each other. It does not mean that as you are married and then it happens that one person has lost the job, you shouldn't support the other. You should understand that in such cases, the other person should stand and support the family till the other person also gets on his or her feet. This is why you need to prepare financially. Get a stable job. If you're on a contract 3-month job, you know it will end very soon. Don't use that one as a basis to get married. Get a stable job. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about getting a lot of money. But get a stable job, a job that you know you are secured enough that on month basis, this is what I'm going to get. It doesn't matter how big or small. You know you are going to get something at the end of every month. And that will help you in your marriage. So if the lady is doing something small, the young person, the man is also doing something small, then you know that together when you join your finances, you have this and you know what you can purchase or what you can go into yourself. It is a very, very important preparation that everybody needs to make if you want to get married. Okay, so with that, now we have seen the first one, that is emotional preparation. The second one, financial preparation. The third one is spiritual preparation. One of my favorite Christian authors by the name of Ellen G. White said something that, sums everything for us when it comes to spiritual preparation. She says, if men and women are in the habit of praying twice a day before they contemplate marriage, they should pray 4 times a day when such a state is anticipated. Marriage is something that would influence and affect your life both in this world and the world to come. A sincere Christian will not advance his plans in this direction without the knowledge that God approves his cause. Did you get that? What she said is very, very true for us living today. If you pray once a day or twice a day, the moment you begin to contemplate marriage, you must double your prayers. Because marriage can impact your life, as she said, both in this life and the life to come. Let me tell you, a lot of people may end up in hell because they did not prepare well for marriage. They looked at the wrong things and they were attracted into marriage with all the wrong motives. Some men followed beauty. Some women followed money. Now they are living a life of sin because the people they are living with as their wives and their husbands are not the kind of men or women they want to end up with. Some are forever bitter. Some are cheating on their spouses. So you need to prepare spiritually. You need to prepare adequately. Prayers. It's not about the romance, calling each other, saying all those romantic things. They will end you in the wrong marriage. You need to pray together. Set time aside. Pray together. Seek the face of God. Let God direct you. Even to the extent of who is going to cook on your wedding day. Let God direct you. Because a lot of things can happen on the day when you get married. Let God lead you in prayer. Avoid anything that would bring the hand of the devil in your marriage. Anything. You know the two of you are, as I always put it, a man and a woman, the man is fire and the woman is petrol. The moment you get together, it's going to be explosion. So avoid compromising situations that will put you in the path of sin. And focus on developing or preparing spiritually so that God will lead that relationship. So prepare spiritually. Have a day. Maybe you are dating somebody. Have a day that you fast once a week at least. Call each other every evening, every morning. Pray before you sleep. Pray before you go out. It is very, very important. Start with that from the relationship state. Then once you marry, you continue. And then once children comes into the family, they come to meet spiritually matured men and women. And the children will have no choice but to grow in the Lord as well. This is extremely important. We need to watch that. All right. And the final one I want to talk about is physical preparation. Physical preparation. You see, when I talk about physical preparation, I'm not talking about your stature, that is six-pack or big behind or anything like that. I am talking about, certain things that you need to acquire. You don't expect to get married and send a woman to your parents' house and sleep in the hall. No. Or the living room. No, that's not how it must happen. At least there are certain important things you need to have. Okay? In Akan, there is an adage that it goes in our local language. They say, so that is, if you think you are ready for marriage, you need to buy your utensils. Because once you get home, you cannot cook in your palms. You need to have certain things to cook in. You need to have a place to lay your head. So young man, when you are still staying with your parents and you even get your data money from your parents, don't start thinking about marriage. Don't start thinking about boyfriend, girlfriend when you cannot even afford 3 Ghana cedi data. Don't waste somebody's emotions or somebody's life by lying to them only to end up sleeping with them. You need to have certain things. At least you need to have a place to lay your head. If you have the means, you get 2 rooms. If you don't have the means, get a place that you'll be comfortable with for the 2 of you. At least till things are stable for the 2 of you to move into a bigger apartment. And my advice is that when you marry, it is the 2 of you till God blesses you with children. You can start with something small. You don't necessarily have to go and rent a bigger apartment when it's only the 2 of you. You can start with probably a chamber and a hall. If you have the means, you can go for that bigger apartment. If you have the means, you can even build your own home from the beginning. But if you don't have the means, don't be pressured by what people will say. Don't be pressured by what others think. Live your life according to what you can afford so that the 2 of you can have a better home for yourself. Life is all about you, not about what people say or think. So prepare financially, prepare physically. Get things that you need. If you're starting a business, get things that, whatever it is, get things that you need so that you would be able to have that, happy marriage for yourself. These are 4 important preparations that everyone needs to make. Remember, it is not enough getting a boyfriend or a girlfriend. What's important is, do you really know yourself? Do you know your emotional maturity? Do you understand the person's emotional maturity? Are you financially prepared? And here doesn't mean you should go and get a job that pays, a lot of money. But the question is, do you have something to earn you some money at the end of every month or a week or daily basis? Young woman, are you financially prepared to get into marriage? Are you physically prepared? Are you spiritually prepared? These are the things that you should be prepared in order for you to have a secure home. May God bless you so much. If this message has been helpful to you, please share it with somebody who you know is preparing to get married. God willing, next week we'll continue by looking at how to choose a life partner. This is very, very important because before you even decide with all these preparations, you need to know how to choose the right life partner. Questions you must answer before you agree to somebody's proposal or before you propose to somebody. But before that, make sure that you continue to pray to God so that the Lord Himself will direct you to do what is right. If you're already married, it doesn't matter. You can still be part of this series because it will help you to adjust certain things in your homes. It is never too late. You can adjust certain things about yourself. You can begin to read certain books that will help you in order to understand certain responsibilities so that you can make certain changes in your home and you would also have a secured, or you will be able to secure a happy marriage. God bless you so much. Remember, you can always go to our YouTube page, that is Voice of Hope Media on YouTube, and then get access to all the past series that we've had, especially this ongoing series about how to secure a happy marriage, and it will be a blessing unto you. God will, next week we shall be here once again, 7 o'clock on Hope TV on Sunday, and also on YouTube. It will be a blessing unto you. God bless you. If you have any question, our WhatsApp number is on the screen right now, 0243 851 636. Make sure that you send your WhatsApp or your question through WhatsApp, and then we would address it in the next episode. Remember, as always, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Shalom.